The Manifesto of Destiny Architects, when the social circle is the forge of the soul. In the grim reality of the odyssey towards self-mastery, there exists an immutable law, as cold as tempered steel, which few dare to face head-on. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Your willpower may be potent, but your environment and intimate associations act as a form of psychological gravity, silently dragging you into the abyss of mediocrity or elevating you to the peaks of greatness without your conscious awareness. Your internal inertia inherently craves the artificial security of old, stagnant groups. Why? Because there, no one compels you to perform the psychological surgery required to excise your own indolence. In those circles, individuals coddle one another with complaints and alibis for failure. But stay alert. The people around you are not merely sharing your time, they are reprogramming your cognitive operating system. Why do most people fail to break free? The bitter truth is that the majority of humanity exists in a state of collective hypnosis. We fail not due to a lack of talent, but because we are besieged by dream thieves masquerading as friends. The contagion of the complaint virus. Fear and social prejudice are more infectious than any biological plague. When you listen to discouraging voices long enough, your internal compass begins to drift. You start viewing the world through the lens of limitation rather than infinite opportunity. The ceiling of expectation. Those you keep close set a ceiling for what you consider possible. If they only dream of a stable, day-to-day existence, they will unconsciously suffocate your breakthrough ideas with their cowardly caution. They do not truly want you to succeed, for your success is the most damning evidence of their own cowardice. The crabs in a bucket syndrome. When you attempt to rise, those left behind will try to pull you back down. It is not necessarily out of hatred, but because your transformation disrupts the toxic peace they are desperately clinging to. Behind osmosis, the law of energetic resonance. Why do those beside you possess such terrifying power to shape your future? Because humans possess an instinctual mirroring mechanism for survival. Internal resistance perpetually drives you to assimilate with the surrounding crowd to avoid the sensation of isolation. Through the hypnotic rhythm of daily dialogue, the energetic frequency, worldviews, and limitations of others gradually seep into you. If you spend time with 5 drifters, you will soon become the 6th. However, if you stand beside 5 individuals possessed of ironclad conviction and a supreme purpose, their greatness becomes the new standard for your life. You will have no choice but to grow to match that circle. Learning from ruthless surgery. Designing a victorious ecosystem. To prevent being piloted by circumstance, you must proactively architect a network of high-frequency individuals. Practical application demands intellectual vigilance and, at times, a necessary ruthlessness toward your own emotions. Seek mentors and co-creators. Associate with independent thinkers who dare to challenge your stagnation and force you to grow. The harmony of strong wills creates a resonant thrust, transmuting lonely individual efforts into a glorious destiny. You need people who are unafraid to slap you with the truth rather than stroking your ego with lies. Strip away the power of negativity. Do not hesitate to sever toxic ties, those who only sow the fog of doubt in your mind. Wakeful solitude is worth 1,000 times more than mediocre association. You have no obligation to save those who refuse to save themselves, especially when they act as anchors dragging down your ship. Nail down high standards. Select associates whose achievements compel you to strive harder. When greatness becomes the collective rhythm of the group, self-discipline becomes your most natural instinct. You won't need to try to be disciplined. In that environment, laziness is the only thing that feels awkward and out of place. The power of realignment, when you become the architect of your sphere. Profound fulfillment and authentic success are not the results of chance, but of lucid decision-making regarding whom you permit into your orbit. When you change your circle of influence, you are changing the very structure of your future. The breakthrough journey. You will find yourself thinking differently and acting with heightened decisiveness. The price of greatness. Occasionally, you must leave behind old people and old habits. That is the transaction fee for ascending to the next level. The seed of benefit. You will begin to see opportunities where you previously saw only hardship, because your cognitive lens has been polished by elite comrades. Select your companions. Decide your future. Do not let your life be a corrupted copy molded by hands that do not share your vision. Maintain your consistency, nourish your ideas with ironclad conviction, and safeguard your unique individuality within an environment guarded by boundless wisdom. You become what you believe, and how far you go depends entirely on who is walking beside you. Seize the helm, define your coordinates, and select worthy companions. Your destiny lies not in what you have, but in those you choose to share your life with. Remember, the surgery for greatness always begins by picking up your contact list and asking, who is lifting me up and who is dragging me down? Gratitude to companions on the Odyssey of Awakening. In the grim reality of a world saturated with distractions and the hypnotic rhythms of mediocrity, your choice to pause here, consecrating your precious time to dissect the brutal truths of existence alongside me, is an invaluable gift. I recognize that every moment you dedicate to this channel is not merely a view. It is an ironclad conviction you have invested in this journey of self-mastery. My deepest gratitude goes to you for refusing to drift along with fleeting pleasures, choosing instead to remain here to nourish grandiose ideas and forge a razor-sharp, independent mind. Your presence is the most potent fuel for me to continue performing these radical psychological surgeries, allowing us to collectively shatter the barriers of fear and advance toward a life of profound fulfillment. We are not merely audience and creator, we are the co-architects of a sovereign destiny. With profound respect and gratitude for your companionship,